With 250 million cars on American roads, some environmentalists want every vehicle to eventually go green. But as RNN's Carolyn Rowe tells us in tonight's Eye on the Environment report, the conversion will not happen quickly or easily.
Hard to imagine how your automotive future might be in a filing cabinet. But Dr. Marshall Miller of UC Davis is already replacing the concept of if with when.
All of these devices are energy storage devices.
They're batteries and capacitors, experimental for now as Dr. Mill and his partners look to advance plug-in electric hybrid cars.
Every vehicle in the future will end up being a hybrid. They will have energy storage systems like batteries on board.
This plug-in converted Prius, for instance, goes 20 miles without using a drop of gas. But the conversion will cost $10,000. And the average American driver still cares more about horsepower than carbon neutrality. Dahlia Garris also works at UC Davis and sees a vicious cycle needing to be broken.
The blame maybe goes both ways. The consumers demand it, and the car manufacturers have to build what people will buy.
Even with cleaner, more efficient cars, it will take years to see a change in the environment. The problem, it's a number game. There are 250 million cars on American roads. The average car spends 14 years between the factory and the scrap heap.
In about 10 years, we'll see most of the cars, most of the miles driven on the road will be by more efficient cars.
But getting there will not be easy. Dr. David Green specializes in transportation energy. He notes that automakers move slowly. They lock their designs 2 years in advance, and now the EPA wants them to make cleaner cars with stricter guidelines.
Well, I think the problem is right now is a question of whether they can afford anything.
Just as important, can they make those cars affordable in tough times when consumers seem unable or unwilling to buy just about anything? For News Center Now, Long Island, I'm Carolyn Rowe.